Howdy, howdy. Apparently I need to hydrate right away. Yes, thank you. That was fortuitous that my voice cracked. All right. Quick recap before we jump right in. Cause a lot happened in Policenauts yesterday. I feel like more happened in Policenauts yesterday than in like any other single episode or even any other 2 episodes put together. So we went to BCCH. We snuck into BCCH to look for more or like I think Victor went to BCCH to try our boy Victor with the 30,000 people's blood on his apron. Went to BCCH in order to check out the autopsies that they'd been doing. He was like, oh, let me come check it out, give a second opinion, and then he didn't come back. And BCCH had been doing the autopsies for some of, they did like Hojo's autopsy, and it just didn't seem right. Just a lot of weird stuff. And so we went to BCCH and we broke into the morgue to try and find Victor and figure out why they were being so sketchy. Look for more clues. What we found was Victor. Victor was in the basement. He'd already been made a biomort, which is what you call somebody who is like completely brain dead. Like they can't stay alive under their own power. Like their brain is totally dead. They're basically like they won't even breathe without a machine helping them breathe, kind of thing. Sorry, my throat's all messed up. But so Victor, they'd already turned him into a biomort and they were gonna ship him off. They found, I think it was Dave's kidney and Ishida's heart, because they'd already been shipped off and had their organs harvested. And so this is why they were like so obvious about the narc, because this is what they were really trying to hide. They were way more concerned about hiding the, Tokugawa was way more concerned about hiding the organ harvesting and selling business. What else was there? So the place where they're keeping all of the biomorts and then harvesting the organs when they need to and shipping them back is one of Tokugawa's plants, plant number 7 on the moon. So they do a lot of like mineral mining and processing, and they also, I think, produce some medicine on the moon as well. But they also have this illegal organ situation. So we went there. We got in a gunfight with Sal, who was unfortunately in on it. I wanted to believe that Sal wasn't in on it. He was in on it. And then, yeah, just some casual organ smuggling on the side. And then I'm piecing it together. So we jumped in a capsule and launched ourselves back to Beyond. We got back to Beyond and we realized that Ed's son, yeah, God forbid a man have hobbies. We realized that Ed's son, Mark, his adoptive son, who he is, I think it was his dad, like narked out and killed his mom, and then he shot his dad who had the knife to save him, and then adopted him, and the kid hasn't really talked since. So he got kidnapped, and we went to find his son, and the kidnapper at the museum, and we did a whole Five Nights at Freddy's monitor situation where we had to chase the perp around and find him. We did eventually find him, and there was two perps. One who seemed to be a Frozener, seemed to be Redwood, and then another who was in a spacesuit. And so when we got Mark back, Ed got shot. Ed got shot and wound up in the hospital. And when we asked Mark who took him, if he knew who took him, he drew the two people, but he drew a lavender flower next to the spacesuit person because he likes the smell of lavender. He recognized the smell of lavender, which revealed that the spacesuit kidnapper was Chris, the hot hospital lady, the hot hospital director who always wears lavender perfume. And so we ran back to Ed's hotel room to make sure that Chris didn't kill him. I don't think she had a chance to biomort him. I think she was trying to, but I think we got there in time. So then she confessed that, yeah, she had been working with Tokugawa. She had been helping with the organ harvesting stuff, but she said that she was under duress. She didn't want to help. Basically, Tokugawa was completely in charge of everything, and like you can't live a life on Beyond if you're not under Tokugawa's foot, basically. But then she said that the picture of her with the baby that we saw earlier in the game is actually her with her son. She fell on hard times when she was younger, and she became a surrogate mother to Frozener in order to get money. But it turns out that Frozener was Redwood, so Redwood is her son, and she kind of got attached to him and just wanted to be able to see him, but wouldn't be able to see him without like Tokugawa and Gates basically giving her access to be able to see him. So then Redwood shows up and shoots the shit out of her and kills her. Yeah, in the shoot me location in the room, he shoots through the hospital window and just eviscerates her. And he flees and basically said, "Jonathan, come find me, you bitch." We could always use more biomorts. Yeah, if she has any organs left. He flees and is like, "Jonathan, come get me, bitch." And so we are heading to the allegedly the final showdown with Redwood. I think I got everything. Use summary screen. Yeah, let's see how I did. Asked to look for Kenzo Hojo by his ex-wife Lorraine. Jonathan uncovers Tokugawa's secret operations during his investigation. Ed and Chris are targeted by Redwood. Ed lying in critical condition. Chris not as lucky. RIP. Meanwhile, Karen, suffering from aplastic anemia, collapses in his hospital. Oh yeah, Karen collapsed in all of the excitement. She collapsed, and Jonathan's blood is currently being tested to see if he is a match for her HLA type so that he can help with her bone marrow transplant. Facing off against Tokugawa and AP, Jonathan's lone battle begins. So yes, Jonathan and like AP is all in on it, so I'm assuming that there's gonna be multiple cops involved. Meryl is also there. Redwood is really annihilating the entire cast of this game with impunity. Yeah. Collapsed from a lack of love from Jonathan. Yeah, oh yeah, Karen confessed that she was in love with Jonathan, and Jonathan was like, okay. It's the most like dog chasing cars wouldn't know what to do with one if he caught it situation. I still kind of think I'm her dad though, so he's probably, maybe he has a feeling. But yeah, I have a feeling I'm gonna have to go up against like multiple cops because the whole AP is on Tokugawa and Redwood's side. Oh yeah, Karen also pretended to be a traitor really convincingly. She was like, I have your gun, Jonathan. And she gave a whole speech about how, like, she tricked me and I got really scared. And then she was like, you better come over here and give me a kiss. And the whole thing was a joke. Yeah, every lady whose boobs I've slapped is about to run out at me with a gun. It's like that scene in MGS3 where you have to like get through the ghosts of all the soldiers you've killed, and if you haven't killed anybody, it's really easy, and if you killed a bunch of people, you have like a ton of ghosts to get through. I have to go through so many women now. If you could hold it together, you don't have to fight anyone. But me and Jonathan couldn't hold it together long enough, so. Oh, my favorite receptionist is gone. Oh shit! Oh my god, there's so many of them. Oh fuck! Reload, reload! My brother in Christ! Sometimes the lock-on works, and sometimes it just doesn't. It, like, depends on the moment. See, like, there it worked. How many dudes? Surprise, asshole! Did I get him? Yeah, look at how many organs I just donated. I'm so strong. How are you supposed to do this fight with a light gun? I don't know, man. What if Redwood was the receptionist you only saw from behind? It just pans up and it's just him. Oh. Let's go. Let's go up. Back to the garden. Assuming Redwood is gonna be waiting for me. No. Why does he hate me so much? Wish I could dodge. Just drops the elevator. What do I do? I can't jump out. Couldn't climb outside at this height. Yeah, I know, Jonathan. Panel's totally dead. It won't let me go up or down. It's an ad for Tokugawa Moon Tour. Maybe this is where Ed got his idea. Maybe not the time, Jonathan. The display says we've stopped at the 20th floor. What's this? Monitor's not showing anything. Looks like I'll be taking the stairs. Yeah, leave, brother. Oh, okay. Yeah, Redwood's just the biggest woman respecter on Beyond. All of this is vengeance. Oh, this looks like a prime shootout location. You don't say. It's a van. Doesn't look like anyone's inside. The cars are secured to the ground with magnets on the floor. It's a compact car. No one's in it. What are these? The floor contains magnets that keep the cars grounded in microgravity. That's why they stay parked so neatly. 20th floor. This is the 20th floor, just like the elevator said. 20 more to the garden. It's gonna be like a Final Fantasy VII. Where I have to like walk the whole way up and I get shot at every single floor. These are security monitors for the garage. They're not showing anything. Nani? Oh!
Oi, Jonathan. どうだ? 怖いだ。レッドウッドだな。ああ。ゲイツはどこだ? 本部長は40階のガーデンでお前を待ってる。だがお前はそこまでたどり着けまい。お前はこの鉛筆の性能を分かっちゃいない。なら教えてもらおうか。なかなか物分かりがいい。楽しもうぜ、ジョナサン。こんなゲームはめったにない。
お！
なんだと？分かったか、ジョナサン。生きるか死ぬかではない。何分で死ぬかだ。頼むから簡単には死ぬなよ。行くぞ、ポリスノーツ。
Sorry for the flashing lights. Oh, I got out! Imps! You abandoned the imps. I wonder where he went. He didn't leave a code or anything. It's Redwood's imps. He's not inside it. He really has abandoned it. I wouldn't think an imp should become inoperable this easily. It's Redwood's blood. He's bleeding again. Let's go. There's blood here too. These are the emergency stairs. Looks like he's escaped up there. Let's frickin' go! My mashing arm is already cramping up. I need to hydrate more. I'm not gaming hard enough. It's It's a spiral staircase. Sure do have a lot of stairs here. Upstairs. If I went running up there now, he'd have a perfect shot at me. What do you suggest I do, Jonathan? Damn it, I can't see anything from down here. Then move up, clown! Oh, fuck. Oh, you think you're fucking nice. Thought this bitch was injured. Ha! Oh, I died. I thought he was injured. I'll beat him this time. Yeah, I'll walk it off like he apparently does. Okay, now it's time to go up. He escaped up there. Yeah, Jonathan, let's freaking go.
よし、30階上がるぞ。やつめ、どこへ隠れた？
Hope you get to Born Identity. This dude at the top of the stairs went ride his body down a stairwell while shooting a bunch of other dudes. This is Redwoods. He must be here somewhere. You don't say. There isn't a single car here, meaning the only place for him to hide is behind one of the pillars. But it also means he can see me perfectly from wherever he is. The only blood I can see is that trail on the left. So maybe he's back here. No? The pillar in the middle? He could be behind there. This is just like the linear rail station. The only place he could be hiding is behind one of the pillars. There's that pillar under the monitors there. Maybe he's there? You're really taking a lot of time to consider this. What about that pillar second from the back? He might be behind there.
Jonathan, 聞こえるか？エドの具合はどうだ？あいつ俺を撃てなかったぜ。
Yeah, because he's a good dude, unlike you.
バカなやつだ。
Fucking
俺
idiot.
にとっちゃリドリーのことなんかどうでもいいのにな。やはり仇を取るつもりじゃなかったんだな。仇？笑わせるな。俺は自分のためにしか行動しない。誰が死のうと関係ない。ありゃ芝居だ。エドをいたぶるためのな。なんだと？俺に復讐心があるとすれば、むしろ貴様に対してだ。 ジョナサン、俺をここまでハイにしてくれたのは貴様が最初で最後だ。レッドウッド、どこだ？姿を見せろ。ここにいる。
Kojima knows how to make it so erotic. Oh. I'm just really gonna let him just take all those shots at you, huh?
ジョナサン、デイブの腎臓は俺がもらった。なかなか健康な腎臓だよ。もともとあいつに撃たれてダメになった。俺がいただいても文句はなかろう。
There's a piece of Dave in him.
どうだ？俺を倒せる自信がなくなってきただろう。クローズナーは不死身だ。
Well, first time for everything.
俺を黙らせたらどうだ？できないのか？そう、また逃げられたか。
More stairs, huh? Looks like he went up here. Then let's go!
よし、鬼ごっこは終わりにしよう。また螺旋階段か。
Oh my god.
やつめ、弱ってきたな。
Really just letting him get a lot of freebies, Jonathan. Oh.
やったか。
やったか。
行ってみよう。
Every time you shoot him, he gets another of Dave's organs. No! He's looking bad.
それまでだな。俺は誰にも負けん。誰も俺を殺すことはできん。お前だけは俺がやる。俺の生死は俺が決める。北条も北条のワイフもデイブもビクトルも皆俺がやった。悔しいか。俺が憎いだろう、殺したいだろう。レッドウッド、お前の殺したクリスは俺の母親だって言いたいのか。知ってる。誰も俺を殺すことはできないのさ、ジョナサン・イングラム。
Whoa! He really just bore an identity in himself. Who went out with a smile.
残るはゲイツ、徳川。
Gates. Go up to garden. Yeah, he took himself out.
奴らのいるガーデンへ急ごう。
Think he landed okay? I'm guessing no. Oh, this is where all the models were.
どこだ？ここだ。ここにいる。
I'm gonna take so much of your blood.
徳川はここにはいない。お前の相手は私で十分だ。軍用鉛筆か。年を取ると厚着したくなるらしい。何？まだわからぬと見えるジョナサン。 お前のような古い人間の時代は終わったのだ。さあ撃ってみろ。ほら、私が憎いのだろう。撃ってみろ。さあ撃って私を殺してみろ。
I need your blood though. So I kind of need you like a little alive.
バカめ、ここは無重量だ。
Oh.
火薬銃は使えまいて。何のためにここまでおびき寄せたと思う、ジョナサン。では私の番だな。遠慮なく行くぞ。
God, graphically, this is so peak.
ジョナサン、急所は外した。30代の若い臓器は高く売れる。傷つけては徳川に申し訳ない。ゲイツ、ジョナサン、貴様らは宇宙開発のほんの表面しか見ていない。人類が大気圏外で生活するということは並大抵のことではないのだ。宇宙は我々にはあまりにも否定的すぎる。神は我々に宇宙へ出ていくだけの肉体を与えてはくれなかった。我々は48億年の時をかけて進化してきた。だが我々の科学は人類の進化スピードを追い越してしまった。我々は宇宙へ出るにはまだ早すぎる種だったのにな。それと麻薬臓器密売とどういう関係がある？宇宙時代の黎明期、人類は宇宙環境という大きな壁にぶち当たった。20世紀の終わりからすでに理論上の宇宙コロニー建造は可能だった。しかし問題は我々人間の側にあった。過酷な宇宙環境、それによる人類の精神や肉体、臓器、遺伝子へのさまざまな悪影響。21世紀の半ばに入ってなお大規模な一般コロニーがこのビヨンドのみにとどまっていることで想像ができよう。結局我々はホームを離れては生きていけぬ。あらゆる生命活動は地球の重力に支配されているのだ。ビヨンドでは太陽風や宇宙船による放射線被曝の影響で肉体に何らかの疾患を持って生まれてくる
Then why are you
人たち
here?
の数が年々急増している。これまでの宇宙開発は放射線に関してあまりにも無防備すぎた。そして肉体だけではなく人の心にも宇宙は冷酷だ。無重量によるカルシウムや窒素の喪失、放射線問題はいずれ技術的に解決できるかもしれん。しかし精神への影響は今のところ何の手立てもない。今やポリスノーツの時代ではない。誰もが宇宙へ行ける。潜在的な精神障害の発生、長期間閉鎖拘束されることから来る妄想、幻想、そして逃れることのできない孤独。十分に訓練された者たちでも耐え難い苦痛だ。宇宙は第二の故郷とはなり得ない。宇宙は実利的利用や科学的研究のための場でしかない。 我々全員がこの環境に適応を進出することは過去の絵空事だ。これが今世紀の初めに科学者たちが出した結論だった。
その大きな壁をぶち破ったとでも言うのか。
貴様のような保守的な人間が宇宙開発を語る資格はない。人類には麻薬と臓器のスペアが必要なのだ。私は徳川と組み、奴の財力とコネクションを使い、この宇宙開発の矛盾を克服した。ここまで来るのに30年もかかった。30年だぞ。これからますます人類は宇宙へと出ていく。そうなればさらに過酷な環境と問題に直面するだろう。今に我々の取った決断と行動が賛美される時代が来るだろう。徳川も私も神がし忘れたことを代行しているだけ。
Always a good thing to say.
ゲイツ、お前は神なんかじゃない。徳川に飼われている哀れな犬だ。
犬だと？飼い主も飼えるところもない野良犬が何を言う。いいか、このシステムは昨日や今日の思いつきではない。30年前ポリスノーツとしてこのビヨンドに派遣された時から慎重に築き上げてきたものだ。全てはうまくいっていたのだ。それはあの臆病者が、北条が規律を乱した。
北条が何をした？
奴は DDS の仕事から手を引こうとした。年寄りのわがままだ。それで徳川は北条に臓器密売の話を教えてやったのだ。娘を正規の骨髄バンクでは救えんが、徳川のルートなら可能性があるとな。
だが北条は怖くなった。
我々に逆らうとはもってのほかだ。しかしあの北条の妻がジョナサン、貴様の前妻だったとはな。
許さん、ゲイツベッカー。
許さん？許しを請うのは貴様の方だ。臓器だけでもと思ったが、跡形もなく始末してやろう。私の貴重な演説を貴様一人に聞かせるのはもったいなかったがな。まあいいだろう。ジョナサン、覚悟しろ。
覚悟するのはお前の方だ、ゲイツ。
気でも食ったか。
そこのテレビを見てみろ。希望通りお前の演説を全世界の人たちが聞いている。ゲイツ、お前も身の破滅だな。メリル、うまく撮れてるか？
Oh my god, he had a camera. Get his ass!
ざまあないけどよく映ってるわ。
なんだどういうことだ。なんだどういうことだ。なんだどういうことだ。なんだどういうことだ。これはお前貴様ら生かしておかん。死ねえジョナサン。
Oh! The boy!
たまれ警官したい。
Get his blood quick! I need that blood. Oh my, look at the boys.
ジョナサン、カレンの骨髄のことだな。
もういいエド。ゲイツの腐った骨髄などいらんさ。
そうじゃないんだ、ジョナサン。そこで止まれ。
No!
私を舐めるなと言っただろう。
徳川。
放送局は我々が抑えた。これが最後だ。諦めろ、ジョナサン。やれ。
動かないで。
Meryl!
デカ長、みんな来てくれたわ。
あんたら見直したよ。あんたらは本物のポリスノーツだ。
バカな。何のつもりだ。
あんたももう終わりよ。このビルの周りは警官隊とマスコミが取り囲んでいるわ。デカ長。
I hope the LARPer is there.
いいですか、ジョナサン。あなたの骨髄でカレンさんは助かります。頑張ってください。
I'm a match. Am I her dad? Am I her dad? Are we gonna be weird about this? Oh. What the? Why do I gotta go back to disc 1? 1 second. One second. Boop, 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 boop. Time loop? Oh. Epilogue. Knots. Not police knots. We're just knots now.
昨夜、徳川グループ3代目、現徳川グループ総裁のジョゼフ・徳川がダーク麻薬および臓器密売、殺人教唆の容疑で検察庁
These knots. Stop it.
なお、爆発のあった徳川ビルブロックは現在ご覧のように折れ曲がっていますが、調査当局によりますと崩壊の心配はないとのことです。ビヨンドへの影響もありません。付近住民への避難勧告も解除されました。まるでこの支柱は今回の徳川グループを象徴するようです。
Get their
この
ass.
事件によりこれからの宇宙開発に大きな問題提起がなされたことになります。 CM に引き続き BBC ではこの事件の報道特番をお送りいたします。
これから忙しくなるな、エド。定年はお預けだが無理はするなよ。
ああ、気のいいところを見計らってやめればいいさ。ジョナサン。いや、いいんだ。これカレンから預かったものだ。機内で開けてくれ。
そうか。エド、俺もお前に渡すものがあるんだ。
なんだ。
これさ、見てみろよ。
これはマー
Oh, Papa.
ク。俺の顔だ。俺の。
エド、もう大丈夫だよ。マークはお前を理解してる。
ジョナサン、ありがとう。ありがとう。
It is the boy.
エド、エド、話してくれないか。
That's true. Everyone above Ed's dead. He should get promoted.
元気でな。
ジョナサン、ここもいいところだ。こっちに残らんか。
いや、ここに俺の居場所はない。行くよ、エド。
そうか。
A frickin' goat. So I'll hydrate it.
ジョナサン、俺たちはいいパートナーだったよな。ああ、最高の友達さ。
The boys!
ジョナサン、友達に忠告しとく。タバコはやめるんだぞ。
Yeah, don't tempt him, Meryl. Don't do it!
考えとくよ。
Oh, Dave. Dave's goggles. Uh-oh. Any flight attendants here? Her hair's gone. She got the transplant.
これからも変わらず頑張っていきたいと思います。応援してください。
コリンズ博士から全てを聞きました。私、なんて言ったらいいか。ありがとう。私はいつもパパのそばにいます。あなたの娘、カレン。推進、忘れ物よ、探偵さん。ママに叱られるわよ。
Wait, did she just cop to it? Did they just slip that in? She hit on her own dad. She certainly did. Yeah, he donated the marrow, but she said your daughter Karen. So they just slip in at the end that, oh yeah, he was actually her dad. Kojima, you beautiful bastard. Kojimbo has done it again. Yeah, she said the doc told her everything. Research Hideo Kojima, is that what we're calling it now? I need a screenshot of that. Research Hideo Kojima is him like furiously looking through all of his hobby magazines. What if she meant daddy instead of father? Local Kojimbo keeps getting away with it. Maybe he had a cameo? He might have like voiced some random person. Like one of the randos who was like yelling at me or something. Will Kojima reprise his role as the AP officer 2 in a sequel? Oh yeah, he must have been one of the cops yelling at me. He must have been one of the cops at the end who was like, stupid! Yeah, research Hideo Kojima is him looking up the laws if you can slap Yiddy in a non-Seto Z rated game. Lighting people on fire to see if they look cool as characters. Just Kojima things. It wasn't 30 minutes, but it wasn't that much more. It's almost been an hour. It's almost been an hour. It would have been too late for me last night, is what I'm saying. I would have been too sleepy today. I would have gotten too cozy. And a deer ran in front of my car today on the way home, so it was a good thing that I was awake and alert. I'm the worst when a deer runs in front of my car, because not only do I— oh my god, Kojima did the digital editing and the digital effects? That's crazy. Yeah, I'm crazy when a deer runs in front of my car, because instead of just like slowing down like a normal person, I slow down and open my window and go, "Hi, pretty girl!" Why did you almost run over? So I didn't almost run over, I was so careful. Gotta cut out the pre-stream title card and recap from the timer. I guess that's fair. You're about to hit a deer, you're supposed to floor it? Wait, I don't think that's the case. Just like looking at visual compression and uncompression modules. Full motion video driver. Voice title synchronization, or voice subtitle synchronization. There's so many just like little things. Sega Saturn version scenario conversion. Did you ever get to touch Meryl's Yiddies? No, I have to get like a really good score in the shooting range or she won't let me at them girls. Oh, there's the music. Ikacha. I need to break back into Hojo's house and listen to the Snatcher theme again. That's what the rest of the stream is. Instruction manual text, Hideo Kojima. He was like super hands-on. He did the digital effects, he did the manual text. Kojima Kaminan desu. Yeah, the English localization was actually really good. Looking for like any names I recognize. Based on a project by. I wonder if somebody started it and then it got. And then it got dropped and somebody else picked it up, maybe. Yeah, teams used to be so small. I'm actually kind of surprised that they have full names in these credits. Maybe that's a Kojima thing, but because a lot of old game credits either have like what's the word? Pseudonyms, or they have the person's first name and then last initial. So it'll be like Jun and then Jun K or something, because companies were so afraid of poaching because teams were so small. Companies were like desperately afraid of other companies poaching their talent if they had a hit game. And so, yeah, I feel like a lot of— oh!
地球との関係は不変なんだ。 子は親を踏み越えて成長していくが、離れるわけじゃないんだ。俺たちはいつも近くにいる。いつも見守っている。
How'd you make Katoki did the Endless Waltz designs? Oh, that's cool. Was that Mark Laidlaw, the Half-Life 2 writer Mark Laidlaw? Wait, really? Hold on. We can do some research. We have time. Because I finished really fast. Boop, 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 boop. Mark Laidlaw Policenauts. Maybe the real Policenauts were the friends we made along the way. Gordon Freeman translated Policenauts? Yeah, it's from an old forum that seems to be broken. Okay, 1 year ago in the Policenauts subreddit. Mark. There we go. In the early 2000s, I did a short beginner's Japanese course via Ealing Tertiary College in the hope that I might start to understand some of the game. However, that turned out to be overly optimistic, though I did start to recognize odd words here and there. For a while, I was also exchanging emails with Mark Laidlaw at the time in the process of translating the script, which later became the basis of the translation patches on both PlayStation and Saturn. That doesn't say whether he's... Script was... Oh, here we go. Policenauts.net. English readme file. The script was translated by Mark Laidlaw, parentheses, not the Valve employee, who is a professional video game translator who has worked on AAA video games, but due to the nature of non-disclosure agreements, I will just say that you will have to trust me that the translation was in very good hands. What? So it says he's not the Valve employee? It says the guy who translated this was not the Valve employee, but that he is a professional video game translator who has worked on AAA games, but can't talk about it due to NDA. Yeah, the translation was really good. Yeah, another guy who happens to be named Mark Laidlaw. Yeah, wait, let me just read. This is all, like, pretty interesting. Release notes by Michael Sawyer. Well, of course, all Japanese text is now in English. This includes gameplay scenes, voiced over regular cutscenes, full motion video cutscenes, and minigames. There is not a single Japanese character left. That's crazy for a fan translation. The script was translated by Mark Laidlaw, not the Valve employee, who is a professional video game translator who has worked on AAA video games, but due to the nature of non-disclosure agreements, I will just say that you will have to trust me, that the translation was in very good hands. Graphics were changed too, proprietary compression be damned. Some changes were necessary, like the character identifiers / captions, character introductions are now in English, as well as any graphical text meant to be read natively by the player. When I said there is not even one Japanese character left, I wasn't kidding. Graphical glitches fixed. The PS version of Policenauts did ship with a few of these. These glitches are no longer present. Okay, I'm playing the Saturn version, so. Graphical mistakes fixed. There were even out and out mistakes, i.e. icons signifying the wrong items, name tags given to the wrong character that were fixed. Though these were very few, they were fixed as well. Huh. So I guess it's not the same guy, but it's a different AAA game worker with the exact same name. Allegedly, he was a translator on MGS5, according to Mobia Games. Wait, really? My fellow Kojimaxer in arms? The translation was really good. So it doesn't particularly surprise me that he's worked on such high profile games. Because he definitely seemed to know what he was doing. Maybe the real Policenauts were the yiddies we did along the way. How are there two Mark Laidlaws in the games industry? That's what I'm saying. It's like if there was another Hideo Kojima in the games industry and he just had to keep being like, that's not me. He also apparently worked on The Man Who Erased His Name, which I hear is well translated. Is that the Yakuza game? I haven't played any Yakuza games. I just know... I know that one in particular. The Man Who Erased His Name, because of the yearly Mega 64 like game award show that they do, where it's just the two what's it, Todd and the other guy, who were just like screaming the entire time. And there was the year that Man Who Erased His Name came out, it was oh god, I can't. I'm trying to remember the exact joke. I'm gonna destroy it. It's like game I wish I hadn't have taken advice from for my job applications. The Man Who Erased His Name, then it just smashed against him like, why did I do that? I can't remember like the exact joke. I need to find it. I wonder what year that was. Oh, look at that cinematic ass. That was cool. That cinematic ass card at the end there. Boo blue. Movie win. Give me 1 second. Look at that ass. I could eat anything off of that ass. Yeah, for a game that had like a lot of really emotional highs, like Ed just being the best boy in the entire world and going through a lot and still being the best boy. And then there was also, look at that ass. I would eat anything off that ass. Kojima really covers all of the bases at once. Hold on. Hold on. What is this? Sorry, I just saw that SNK just posted a City of the Wolves auto collab, and I'm like, what's going on? What's going on there? What's the collab? Collaboration music video. hold on. I was trying to find the man who erased his name joke, and I'm getting sidetracked immediately. Oh, you guys can't even hear it. What is this? Okay, I thought it was gonna be like a chain reaction cover, and I was like, bro! I'll listen to that later. Let's see, let's see. Game Awards. I forgot what year it was. Todd and Aaron's Game Awards. What year did Man Who Erased His Name come out? I suppose I have a window open. I could just Man Who Erased His Name. Came out in 2023. So that's probably. Let me just find the joke. So I don't get DMCA'd. There we go, I found it. So I don't get DMCA'd when I upload this to YouTube. Yeah, this is the only I feel like I would love Yakuza if I played it. I feel like those games just always feel like a really big commit to me, which is really funny because I feel like half the games that I get really into are a big commit. But they do feel like a big commit, and I just haven't had the time to really dive into one. So the only two things I know about Yakuza are Dame Dane and then this.
What they got cooking up for Resident Evil 5.
Yo, Capcom, hurry up! Gambo, when I f***ed up my job application!
The man who erased his name!
Why did I do that?
I didn't know what to do, I choked!
Then I was second guessing myself, I got nervous.
Oh god, SpaceX is never gonna let me in. Elon!
Citizen sleeper! Yo, Mom, wake up! Wake up! And she's like this, no, leave me alone. Ah!
you got anything going on today, babe? No? You're always tired. She is tired a lot. Game about
Fight forever!
This is not worth it.
And now
And it's don't know why this like always sticks with me. Why did I do that?
hurry up! Gambo, when I f***ed up my job application!
The man who erased his name!
Why did I do that?
So that's like those are the two things I know about Yakuza. I know I'd like it. I know I would, because they seem like my kind of games for sure. But it's so dense, and I just started Cyberpunk because I watched the Cyberpunk anime on Netflix, and I was like, oh, I really loved that. That was so good. And my friends were like, oh, you should try the Cyberpunk game. And I was like, oh, but it seems really big and like a big time sink. And they were like, yeah, just try it out, see if you vibe with it. And so I started it, and then I played a couple hours this weekend when I was recovering from my food poisoning. And I'm really enjoying it, but I went super off the map. Like I went way out into the desert. I'm the, what's it called? The nomad origin story. Cause that felt the most right to me. I was like, oh yeah, that's me. So I went way out into like nomad territory. Cause I was like, oh, I want to poke around and see what I can find. And I wound up finding this, it was like a warehouse. And I got killed really fast the first time I went there, but then I was like, oh, like maybe I can sneak in. So my second time I was heading back, some giant big ass border patrol truck thing ran into me and lodged itself in me, and I got really mad and I jumped out of my car and destroyed everybody and stole their truck. Which I then realized had a gun on the top of it, and I was like, oh, I can use this. So I just went back to the base where they'd killed me and destroyed everyone with my stolen truck. And I was like, well, I guess I can do whatever I want with this base now. So I walked around, and there was so much money. There was like there were so many things there that I didn't need. So I just took all of them, and I went and I sold them and made a ton of money. And I went and got myself chromed up, and I sent my build to my friends, and I was like, yeah, I'm like feeling pretty good about my build. And they were like, you've been playing this game for like 2 hours. They're like, how are you this chromed up already? I have like praying mantis arms, and I can double jump, and when people hit me, I explode in a ball of electricity, and my eyes auto tag like every security camera, and I've upped my brain RAM amount or whatever. I'm like teetering at the edge of cyberpsychosis, but I'm so cool. The Yakuza games are dense, but also don't have to be that long for the most part. It's kind of like MGS5, where the main story is decently long, but you can spend forever doing side ops. I understand. The problem with me is that I love doing side stuff. When I'm on, like, you know, when I'm in an open world game of any kind, or a game that even pretends to be open world, like MGS5, the second you present me with a list of things to accomplish and icons on the map that denote where those things are, I can't help but do every single one that I come across. I just realized I didn't turn my BGM back on, sorry. So I get like really vortexed into it. It's really hard for me to ignore, I guess is what I'm saying. I just get really obsessed from the moment I understood the weakness of my flesh. It disgusted me. The side quests feel just right, while the main quest feels like a chore. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's a game I felt like that with. I just get really into side stuff. Policenauts looking kind of different. We beat it! I beat it really fast. Remember when everyone was like, it's gonna take you 30 minutes to beat? That's like almost exactly how long it took me. Oh, my freaking N64! I unplugged it to make room for the Sega Saturn, so my N64 isn't even hooked up. So I can't just like psych burst into DK64. Skyrim, maybe. Yeah, well, because like with Assassin's Creed Odyssey, that's what happened to me. I started it and I was like, I'm just gonna play the story. I'm just kind of in the mood to goof around, and the game looks pretty, and I'm just feeling playing an Assassin's Creed game right now. And then I did a few of the side things as I came across them, and I just got really obsessed with it, and I wound up sinking like 300 hours into that game, doing every single thing on the map and getting all the achievements, and I was like, oh my god. And it's like inescapable for me. It's pathological is what it is. Like, and now the same thing is happening to me with Cyberpunk. I got any other neat Saturn stuff? You know what? It's not a bad question, actually. Not a bad question, actually. Oh, I dropped my controller so far away. Why did I do that? Oh, don't sneeze. Yeah, Cyberpunk, that's happening to me now too, because you have the main storyline, but then you have a bunch of side quests, and then you also have gigs, which pay more than side quests. So the more gigs I do, the more chrome I can get. And then there's all these there's a billion other things. Like, oh, all the Ripper docs have different stock, and all the net runners have different stock, and cyber psychos pop up all over the place. And so, again, it's just a map full of stuff. The Witcher I'm a little bit better at, but I mean, I probably haven't hit the part of the game where it gets to be a ton of them, but I've never felt overwhelmed by the amount of side quests in The Witcher. And it doesn't matter if I feel overwhelmed. I'm gonna do them all anyway. Like the number of side quests on the map being overwhelming is not a turn off. It's just a fact of life. So, but yeah, the Witcher is kind of straightforward. Like, I feel like I've had like 3 or 4 side quests at a time, but it never goes much beyond that. It's just that there's a lot of side activities. Like, you can go out and hunt certain monsters for certain items and stuff that you need to upgrade your gear. There's a whole crafting system and upgrade system. And then there's of course Gwent. So I feel like that's where the side stuff really comes in The Witcher. People will not rest until all the exclamation point markers are cleared. That's true. Like, it's just satisfying, and that's why I got so into MGS 5 too. I need to do like an update video on where I'm currently at in MGS 5. I had to pump the brakes on side ops just because I honestly haven't had much time to play games other than Final Fantasy 11. And then Cyberpunk this weekend, but before I got super duper busy, and couldn't play as many. I didn't have as much like private game time anymore, non-streaming game time. I did a few more side ops, but I was really focused on building my base, building mother base, and I need to check what my rank is now, but I got pretty high. I started entering the weekly the weekly tournaments for like base infiltration, and I didn't do like amazing because the people who are still playing MGS5 and actively entering in the weekly rankings are crazy people. But I wasn't doing terribly either. I was honestly pretty middle of the road, which made me feel pretty good. I like wasn't in the bottom is what I'm saying. When's the next Final Fantasy 11 stream with the girlies? I actually just saw somebody was talking about it. Someone was talking about it. Yeah, Lily was talking about it. Hopefully soon. I miss everybody. The itch is back. It never goes away. Is the limit break quest for all classes? Yes. Yes, you do the limit break. Well, that's not true. Let me back that up. Yes and no, but mostly yes. Yeah, this is now Final Fantasy 11 Ask Me Anything. So yes, limit break quest is technically for all classes. So when you limit break at level 50, that applies to all classes. 55 applies to all classes. They all apply to all classes. And including the limit break that gets you to 75, which you can undertake. You can technically undertake it at level 66, but you have to be level 7. Like, when you hit level 70, you have to limit break to level up anymore. That one is a special limit break quest, where you fight the older gentleman who gives you the limit break quests. His name's Matt, M-A-A-T. And if you've done any limit break quests, you've met him already. So the level 70 to 75 limit break quest from Matt, you actually fight him in an arena as the job that you're limit breaking as. And the first time that you clear that to limit break that class from level 70 to level 75, it applies it to every class. So you can just do that fight on one class and then level anything up to 75 that you want. But if you complete that fight against him on every class, he gives you his hat. So you can wear his cool hat. And I think the hat actually lets you teleport or something. Let me look. It's been so long since I did it. Yeah, don't you want to wear his hat? So you have to do that one on every class. Yeah, you have to get the hat. The hat's really important. But no, technically you do not have to do the limit breaks on more than one class. You do it once. You do it once and you're good forever. One thing I do want to do is I'm trying to catch up. So I got to Bastock. I got to rank 5. I got to rank 5 in Bastock, which is where the girls started. But then when we went on hiatus, I was like, oh, like since they're gone, I wanna rank up beyond 5, and I want to rank up another city. So I'm gonna jump to another city so that I don't get ahead of them, and rank up there. So I jumped to Sandoria, and I've been ranking up there. The only sorry in advance, brother. The only problem is I've been Anna Melody, thank you so much for the raid. My name's Maple. I'm a moose and I like playing lots of different types of video games. I actually just finished playing Policenauts and now I'm ranting about Final Fantasy XI, so that's where I am right now. Can't believe you betrayed Bastock. I can't believe you live in Bastock. Hey, yo! I'm just saying that when I told Papa Moose was like, oh, where did you guys start? Like, what city? What nation did you guys start in? When I told him that I was playing with some miladies. And I said, yeah, like, they made me start in Bastock. He responded, more like last stock, more like ass stock. If that gives you some idea of his thoughts, on nations within Final Fantasy XI. I am Bat. Welcome, Bat friend. If you, I hope your stream was good. Tomb Raider. I've wanted to play Tomb Raider forever, actually. I want to play the new Tomb Raider, like the reboot Tomb Raiders. Tombs Raider. Yeah, the 2013 one. I've wanted to play that one because it looked really good and it was like the year of the bow. So I wanted to play it forever. And it's just another one on the backlog. 11 goes on sale like tomorrow or the day after, right? I believe so. Let me give you guys a quick sales pitch. So Final Fantasy XI is about to celebrate yet another anniversary. Because it's an amazing game that's never gonna go away. The 23rd Vaniversary Celebration Campaign! So the campaign actually started yesterday. And here's what's currently going on in the world of Final Fantasy XI to celebrate the 23rd anniversary. This game can drink. Chain experience bonus campaign. So you'll earn more experience for the rest of this month. Chain capacity point bonus campaign. You'll earn more capacity points. You don't care about that until you're level 99. What do you care about? Scrolling down. An Adeline Dial campaign. I don't know if you can actually access that. Hold on, this is not a very good sales pitch. I'm biffing it. Hold on, one sec. Hyper Chocobo digging campaign. You can do more Chocobo digging. Give me a second. Yo, digging? There's a Mandragora Mania Madness event going on right now where you can get a special cute Moogle shirt. That's super cute. They're doing the Mog Bonanza right now where you can buy 2 pearls. It's basically Powerball. You get pearls. I don't even want to tell you. I'm gonna tell you what Papa Moose did. I lied. I said I wasn't gonna. And then I immediately changed my mind. The Mog Bonanza is basically Powerball. You pick 5 numbers, and they draw one like king number, and then you get. It's actually kind of like how Cactpot works. The big boy Cactpot. They draw one number, but then you get a prize depending on how many numbers you matched in your 5 numbers. And I think it starts from like the end. So if like the last digit matches, you get a rank 5 prize. And if the last 2 digits match, you get a rank 4 prize. And if the last 3 digits match, you get a rank 3 prize, etc. All the way up until all the numbers match. And you get like a really big deal prize. So Papa Moose, not content to lose anything in his life, looked at, I think they've actually reduced the number of pearls that you can buy. I just read players are able to purchase up to 2 pearls. So I think you used to be able to purchase like 5, maybe? And so Papa Moose, what he did in the old Mog Bonanza days is he spent real American dollars to buy more slots on his account so that he could have more mules. And he had like, I'm trying to remember how many he had on one account. He had a ridiculous number. Probably like 14. Like, it was between 10 and 14. And he went through and he had some system. I'll need to have him remind me what it was. He had some system for picking numbers that ensured that he had like the optimal number of bases covered, so that no matter what number they chose, he would get at least one rank 3 prize and then at least a few rank 4 prizes. He like sat me down. He sat me down at age 15 or whatever I was and was like, listen to this sweet system I came up with to game the Mog Bonanza. By swiping my credit card to get more characters. Nowadays, I'm looking at it. Only characters for whom 32 days or more have passed since character creation are eligible to purchase Bonanza Pearls. Guess who that's for? Papa was looking at the sign and saying, I wonder who that's for. Oh my god, what a guy. And you can only buy up to 2 pearls now. That didn't used to be the case, I can tell you that much. 'Cause he was insistent. And I think he actually used my characters for it too. like I never gamed the system that hard. I think I bought like 1 or 2 and I was like, maybe I'll get lucky, and that's as far as I cared. But I actually logged in to one of my I mean I have a bunch of mules too. But my serve a purpose. Like I've gone over this before. I have how many characters? Hold on, pull it up. I'll pull it up, don't worry. I have a bunch of characters, but they all serve a purpose. It's like 12 or something, but like one has all my cooking stuff, and one has all of my synthesis materials, and one keeps all my signed weapons. Like I have a system, and it makes sense to me. But 2 per person, better send my child through to purchase separately. That's literally what he did. So I logged in one of my lesser used mules the other day because I was like, oh, I need this really specific thing that I know is on one of my mules. And I opened up my inventory and I had like 6 or 7 Mog Bonanza pearls in there that I didn't buy. And I was like, oh my god, he was using my characters to min-max his chances. Gotta have your mane and mules. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, Mog Bonanza, so you could get lucky. You guys could get lucky. They'll be on sale from May 16th. So 2 days from now, you can start buying. Let's see. Another round of Vanabout is starting. The Return Home to Vanadil discount campaign, if any of you have an old character. Here we go. This is what I'm talking about. Okay, so they have really good login rewards this month to celebrate 23 years of Final Fantasy XI. They are allowing you to once again purchase Shantoto 2, who's a really, really good trust, who's just super strong and super powerful, and you definitely want her. She's very clutch. They have the Noble Chocobo mount, which will play the when you're on it instead of the regular mount music, so you're gonna want that. What else we got? What else we got in here? A lot of ciphers. Where the heck is... Where's Cipher Shantoto? Where'd they put her? Where'd they put her? Where'd they put her? Where'd they put her? A totally normal trust. Yeah. No, she's so good. She's also the funny mascot lady. Yeah, and she's so strong. Oh, there she is. She's only 300 points. So that's a single login, and you can get Shantoto 2. But yeah. So I got sidetracked. What I was saying is I jumped ship to Sandoria. That's what all this was building to. I jumped ship to Sandoria, and I started ranking up, and sorry in advance, brother, for the blow up, but so Horace started playing and was like, I'm gonna need your help because I don't MMO, and I was like, okay, I got you. And he started in Sandoria, and I was like, yeah, man, I can help you rank up. And I've been helping him rank up, and I hate to say it, but he plays this game way slower than I do. Like, how was Policenauts? It was so good. It was so good. The ending was really good. I think most people do. I guess that's true. But like, so I helped him with the first 3 rank missions, and I was trying to kind of keep it like a lower level because I didn't want to. I don't like, and I tried to do this with the girls too, but I was foiled a couple times by the game like not allowing level sync and stuff like that in certain areas. I don't like. I don't think it's fun when you're playing a multiplayer game, unless like you're specifically asking for it, but I don't think it's fun in general when you're playing a multiplayer game and your higher level friend just comes and stomps everything. I think it's way more fun if you're like the same level and you're tackling content together. And so I try really hard to kind of match my level to the content. And so I've kept a few jobs at lower levels so that I can have a spread, so I can show up as different things depending on what level we're doing the content at. So for the first 3 things, I came as lower level jobs. We did the orc fight together, and it wasn't a total blow up because I came as a lower level job. But then for like, I think it was rank 2-1, you have to go to an area and you basically just go talk to a bunch of NPCs. There's no fight or anything. And I was like, oh, that's not bad. I'll come as a higher level character just because it's easier for me to use a mount and everything like that. And so I brought Horace there, who got lost like 3 times on the way. And they're like, can you go to this canyon in Lathen Plateau? And I was like, okay, we have to go to this area in Lathen Plateau. And God knows I wish I could. It was like, okay, we have to go to this area in Lathen Plateau. And he's already like taken off running for it. And I was like, well, I guess I'll meet you there, buddy. I'll teleport. I'll meet you there. Don't worry. So I get there and I go and I stand next to the NPC that he has to talk to, and I'm like, look on your map, bud. I'm a blue dot. Like, just run for the blue dot. That's the NPC you need to talk to. I checked the map like 4 times, and he has somehow managed to go in like 7 different directions, none of which are towards me. And I was like, okay. Does this game of multi-seat mounts like 14? Unfortunately, no. So eventually he finally finds me at the NPC, and I was like, okay, talk to this guy. So he talks to him, and I was like, did you talk to him? And he's like, yeah. It's whenever I have friends who have not played many MMOs and they don't know how to like communicate, like, hey, I did the thing, let's move on. They just assume like you saw their head move. So you're like, yeah, of course I talked to him. You saw my head look at the guy for a second or whatever. So then we go down into the canyon where Horace proceeds to draw aggro on everything fucking imaginable. And I was like, bro, how are you getting aggroed in Lathen Plateau? And I look and he's level 12. And I was like, why are you level 12? And he was like, I don't know. At least he accepted the quest before heading out. Yeah, so he dies. That's because that was my level. So he dies, and I'm like, okay. So I kill all the monsters and raise him. And then I'm like, okay, talk to each of these NPCs as we pass them. Like we have to talk to each one, and then we have to go in the cave and find the guy, and then come back, and we have to find the guy who we loaned his sword to or whatever. And so we go in the cave, we talk to the guy, we come back out. Horse immediately pulls aggro from every monster in the area and dies again. And I was like, we are never gonna finish this fucking mission. So I kill them all, I raise them, and then we're talking to all the NPCs. And apparently it's randomized which NPC he loaned his sword to. So the first NPC that it was possible to have his sword, of course for me, had the sword and was like, cool, here you go, gave me the sword. And I was like, cool, did you get the sword? And he was like, no, he didn't give me a sword. He told me he doesn't have a sword. And I was like, oh boy. So we had to go and talk to like 3 other NPCs, and the NPC that had the sword for him was the one as far away as possible from where we had to go back. And Fun had to drag me through a hallway with repeated raises. That's iconic. That's iconic though. Which hallway? Tell me which hallway. So I drag him back to where we need to go. And then we walked back outside triumphant, having finished the quest, and he immediately died again. And he was like, I should probably just take the home point at this point, right? And I was like, yeah, brother, just go back to town, turn this shit in, don't look at me anymore. Delphun's Tower's basement? Yeah, that checks out. I understand. So we clear that mission, and then the next mission is to go get a report. Go get a report in Devois. And immediately I was like, oh, this is gonna go really well. So we go to Devois, and I was like, listen, everything in here is gonna aggro you. I need you, I'm gonna put sneak and invisible on you. And I need you to, like, keep the stealth on, find your thing, click it, come back, and give the guy the Devois report. And he's like, okay. So I put sneak and invisible on him, and he goes in and he's like it gives you such specific instructions. The guy's like, yeah, I think I dropped the report near that cross on top of the hill that's on the wooden platform or whatever. So I wasn't gonna get aggroed, so I kept myself unstealthed, and I was like, okay, I'm standing on the hill where the thing will be. Just come over here and look around me and you'll find the thing you need to click. And he's like, okay. So he comes over and he's like, there's nothing here for me to click. And I was like, there is, I'm looking at it. And he's like, no, there's nothing. I can't click anything. There's nothing for me to click. I was like, I promise you, just target everything in the area. You'll find it eventually. So he finally finds the thing he has to click, and he's like, it says I can't pick it up while I'm invisible. And I'm like, yeah, you need to, you can't interact with anything while invisible. You have to drop your invisibility. And he's like, well, I don't know how to do that. It's like telling a child to take their first step. They're surrounded by wolves. So I have the oldest Xbox known to man. He doesn't have Uno. I have the oldest Xbox known to man. So he finally, so I have to talk him through this because he's like, I can't drop invisible. And I was like, are you using an Xbox controller? And he's like, yeah, I'm using an Xbox controller. I'm like, are you using the standard button config? Yes. Okay, push X. Push X again. Put your box over the icon of the goblin in a mask. Click X. Not X, click A. Okay, now click your thing. How do you drop invisibility? You have to use, there's a button called, in the controller config, it's called active window, I believe. And it's what you click in order to target your chat box to make it big. If you click it twice, it'll put it'll let you target the icons, your status icons, and you can click on status icons to get rid of them. You can only get rid of like buffs. You can't get rid of debuffs, obviously, like that, but invisible, sneak, you can get rid of with that. You can even take off protect if you really want to. That used to be a big thing where people would try to get rid of invisible or sneak for whatever reason, then they'd actually kill their protect and they were like, hey, white mage, help. So finally, after all that, he gets the thing and I bring him back and then he immediately goes and dies. Finally we're on the mission where you have to go to Sandoria. Or not Sandoria, we're from Sandoria. We're on the mission where you have to leave Sandoria and go to the 2 other nations and then go fight the dragon. And you can understand I was having some concerns at this point, and I was like, I don't know if I can keep you alive across 2 continents, buddy. So I was like, you need to level up, and he was like, well, I don't know where to level up. And I was like, yeah, it's an MMO. Like, you have to look things up. But I took mercy and I helped Horace level up in the dunes. I went back to my roots in the dunes. I told one of my old Final Fantasy 11 buds that I was playing again and that I'd been streaming it with some girls. And I was like, yeah, I'm back in. I'm streaming it with some girls if you want to watch. And he was like, until you're in the dunes, it's second monitor content. And I was like, come on, man. How immersive, one wrong set and you're besieged and murdered by monsters. Yeah, it's peak. It's so peak. Threw him off a cliff to make him tougher. I mean, I brought him to the dunes, so. But I did get him on the ship. And I was like, don't fucking leave the brig. I was like, if you walk outside, you're gonna die, and I'm not gonna deal with that, so don't leave the brig. And he was like, okay. And he just sat there completely still for like 15 minutes. I was like, you can come look at like the shipping shop out here, and he just didn't move, and I was like, okay. But, so I think I left him in Mara. I had to log off because I had to go to work the next day, and I was like, it is late. But I think I left him in Mara. The boat cuck chair. And I wanted to get Windurst out of the way first because I knew it was gonna be way worse. To do the track too. But now that he's level 20, I actually feel better. Because level 20 is much less scary to get through all of the areas that you need to get through to get to the cities. So honestly, it's all gonna be a lot easier now that we've cleared that little hurdle. But getting to mission 2-3 was it's so funny because I do forget that other people didn't grow up in the darkness, didn't grow up molded by it. Cause for me, I'm like, yeah, I gotta level up as much as I can. Like, I kind of know where I gotta go to get my levels. I know how everything works. And so when I'm trying to drag somebody else through it, I'm all of a sudden like, why are you acting like this? Why are you doing this? Why aren't you leveling up? It's just because I'm built different. You need to understand the MMO I played was PSO. Yeah, that checks out for you. I played PSO as well. I have episode 1 and 2 on the GameCube. Why aren't dungeons on the map? Because you have to find them. Have you found the Guzgin? Not Guzgin. Oh, I guess that's true. Have you found the Guzgin mines yet? Have you found Guzgin mines? Have you found, what's the other one that goes to... not Kuftal. The Guzler. Well, there's a bunch of dungeons that just aren't like listed on maps. There's a tunnel that's attached to a secret beach that's on Valkyrum Dunes, and it's just not on the map. Gustav Tunnel. Have you been to Gustav Tunnel? Have you been to the secret beach in the dunes? Have you been to Behemoth's Dominion? I wanna do, I don't think so. I found it with a bunch of bugbears. One of them two-shotted me. Oh, that's Mavopolis. So you did go to you went to Guzgan Mines, then you discovered Oldton Mavopolis. Yeah, you gotta explore. That's the joy, is like back in the day when we didn't have all these maps online and maps were really hard to, so you didn't always used to be able to buy Final Fantasy XI maps. Like now I think vendors sell almost all of the maps for between like 600 and 3,000 gil or something like that. But back in the day, there were a lot of maps that you couldn't get unless you got a coffer key from that area, and then you found a coffer and popped the chest, and that's the only way that you could get the map. And so there was kind of this agony and this ecstasy of having no idea where you were going, because it was literally impossible to get a map for half of these areas. And sometimes you would just see like a cave or an area and you were like, ooh, maybe this connects to a new area, or this connects to where I'm trying to go, and you just pick a god and pray and run for it. Oh, it was so good. And when you hit the zone and your screen went black and you're just like, ooh, I found it. It felt so good. But yeah, I mean, things are much easier now. I missed the secret world, which had an in-game browser, because your modern day PC was expected to just Google things. Yeah, but I'm trying to catch what I'm trying to say is now that I have Horus through probably the worst part of 2-3, at least for him, and the rest is all kind of smoother sailing. Hopefully we can clear that fast. And I don't think any of the other missions are gonna give too much issue, especially because I guess, I mean, there's the mission where you have to go get the elevator keys. You have to climb Delcut's tower, and then you get the elevator keys, and then you go to the basement. But I have the key item now from doing it for Bastok. I could technically have Horus kill himself outside the door, like go get aggro on some monsters and then die outside the door, and I could tractor him in through the door and raise him, and he could skip the whole elevator thing. Pray for me, I've reached the Play Online stage. It's such a good stage though. Play Online aesthetic is peak. The music, peak. The graphics, peak. The UI, peak. You can't just ask me to die. You do it willingly so often. Then you go to the basement. It turns out there's a thunderstorm and elementals get... That would be the least surprising thing to happen, honestly. But my goal, what I want to do is I want to manage to power Horus through and get him to actually level up and stuff, because I want to fight the Shadow Lord with everybody as a Sandorian, because I'll probably fight the Shadow Lord as a Bastalker with the Miladies when they come back. But since I'm ranking up in another city now, I can do the fight multiple times. I wanna, and Pun Pun asked me the other night, he was like, what level do you need to be for 5-2? And I was like, 60 or 65, and I'm like sweating. I'm like, wait for me. I wanna fight it with everybody. My Paladin is level 60. My White Mage is level 60. I can pull my weight. I can pull my weight. I do miss when UIs, programs, and websites have soul, but I also like it when things run well. I've been trying to complete my Paladin artifact set, but I keep getting absolutely blasted on the last Notorious monster. The only thing I'm missing is my body piece, and I have to win a Notorious monster fight. And it's not going well. I've gotten exploded by it like 3 or 4 separate times now. And I'm like, okay, like maybe I need to swallow my pride and ask for help on this, but on the other hand, it'll feel so good when I beat it by myself. But yeah, I wanna catch up. I wanna catch up really bad. It feels like everyone's flying, and I'm like, oh, wait, I'll be right there. Wait for me. But yeah, I need to get back to the girlies. Because I want to play with them again. It was so much fun. You'll be such a gamer and everyone will be so impressed when you solo it. See, that's what I'm saying. You don't understand. I used to solo Final Fantasy XI like my life depended on it. I mean, I was in like a pretty well-known endgame link shell on my server. And I was one of like the old guard, and I'd been there since the beginning. And like I was a lot younger than everybody, but everyone was really nice to me. And I played White Mage. That was my main. And so I took a lot of pride in being like a good White Mage and a well-geared White Mage. And so I tended to be main healer for a lot of things. And I got invited to a lot of stuff, like when people would be doing merit parties or what have you. They would be like, oh, Maple, like, you feel like playing right now? We could really use a healer. But then, of course, when I wanted to level Summoner, which was historically not known lovingly as a job that did well in XP parties, everyone was suddenly mysteriously absent. Not interested in XPing when my summoner needed a little bit of support. And so I found ways to level it by myself and get XP by myself, which was namely I would take my carbuncle, I would go to a really high level area, and I would sick my carbuncle on a bomb enemy, and I would run away, but I would make sure that I was still in XP range, and I would watch my carbuncle's HP like a hawk. And the second he died, I would recast him, and he would sense the aggro coming in on me, and he would go start fighting the bomb again, and I would run back and forth, re-summoning Carbuncle over and over, staying away from the bomb but close enough to be in XP range until it decided to use self-destruct. And then it would blow itself up, and I would get all the XP. Sometimes it happened really fast, and other times the fights took forever because I really wasn't doing any meaningful damage. I was just trying to get it to explode. But it was literally the only way that I could get XP as a summoner, because nobody invited summoners to XP parties back in the day. And people were suddenly busy when I would be like, hey, anyone want an XP party with my summoner? Everyone was like, oh, I left the hose on. Oh, my TV is running. I mean, not running. I mean, oh god. Local carbuncle pesters bomb for 20 minutes. That was exactly what it was like. Since I don't remember ever mentioning it, what's your stance on plugins? So I personally don't use Windower or any plugins. I play it straight. Sorry, babe, I've got a headache, literally. I play the game completely straight. I sit down at the Final Fantasy XI bar and I say, "Give it to me straight." I play a completely unadulterated retail experience. That said, I do not judge anybody who uses Windower or plugins. I don't really like. I have no opinion. I don't care what other people do. I just really like feeling that good, slightly lower quality of life. But it feels so real. It makes me feel so alive. Yeah. I mean, I think Papamoose might use Windower. And I know he at least uses like the plugins that like check what's it called? Check like your party members' TP. I think the most popular ones were like it shows your party members' TP so you don't have to communicate as much to do skill chains. And there's another one that shows you the distance between you and whatever monster you're targeting. That's really popular for rangers because it lets you find the sweet spot really easily. I think those are like the most popular ones. I'm honestly not well versed in what they are nowadays. There's some plugins that change like the font that gets used, and I think the cursor as well. That was really popular. I always see screenshots with that Windower font. And I never like it. I just don't think it looks very good. But I'm clearly in the minority there, so... I clearly... I clearly am not... here it is. I don't think this is working. Yeah, I don't think... I didn't like the Windower font. I didn't like the Windower cursor. I think there's some icon changes too that people have done. I don't know, it's definitely nostalgia goggles on my part. I'm like, no, the original font and icons are perfect. And I'm sure for some people they're like hard to read. What a thrill. But, oh, and I guess there's like, taking screenshots on Windower is way cleaner. And everything looks way... I will say the native screenshot taker is not good. It's very low res. The colors are kind of off. It's a little blurry. You can't have any UI. But Windower screenshots look really good. So that's probably the one thing that could tempt me to the Windower side, is the pretty screenshots. But because I do think Final Fantasy XI is a really pretty game. And being able to screenshot myself doing fun things. Sorry, I was messing around with the Sega Saturn while I was talking. I forgot this banger. 走れ
高速の帝国歌劇団うなれ衝撃の帝国歌劇団走れ高速の帝国歌劇団うなれ衝撃の帝国歌劇団
Yeah, I got Sakura Wars on here too. The fan translation. Oh my god, they did graphic text and everything. I did play the PS2 Sakura Wars that came out in America. So Long, My Love. But I haven't played the new Sakura Wars at all, and I've always wanted to play the older ones. So I'm actually really excited to play this fan translation eventually when I have time. I just want to see how it is. I want to see how it looks. Not sure if anyone asked while I was gone, which game did you enjoy more, Snatcher or Policenauts? I think Snatcher had a more cohesive story. Like, I think the story was planned out better, and I think some of the reveals were, like, telegraphed better and had more payoff, I guess. Whereas some of the Policenauts reveals were kind of like, they felt really sudden. They felt really sudden and like they didn't have a lot of build up to them. Like you didn't feel super betrayed because you never felt like entirely trusting of some people. Yeah, there's a lot more, oh, okay, in Policenauts. But that said, I really liked a lot of the characters. Yeah, Snatcher had more mystery, but I think Policenauts had, like, more relatable characters, I guess. 'Cause, like, I obviously really liked Gillian. But when I think about Snatcher characters, it's like Gillian and random Hajil. Cause he had like the wife, but I never got like attached to her in any way, 'cause she was just kind of there. Yeah, like Metal, I obviously love Metal. Metal Gear was a king. Gillian was a king, but that was really it. Like my party was who I was attached to, whereas I feel like I got more attached to some of the characters in Policenauts. Like, love Jonathan, even though I'm a little scamp with him. Ed was the GOAT, certified GOAT. I wound up really liking Meryl. I like Dave. I liked Chris until she was bad. I loved Victor and Gorby. So I feel like, yeah, I feel like Snatcher had a better plot, but in Policenauts I can harass more women. That's really the long and short of it. Snatcher had a better plot and a better mystery, but Policenauts had like a better ensemble cast, I guess. Is kind of how I feel about it. As a special assignment, I appoint you captain of the following outfit: the Imperial Assault Troop, Anti-Demon Corps, Flower Division. You are on a secret assignment to defend our Imperial capital. Proceed to Ueno Park to meet up with your squad. Imperial Army Lieutenant General Iki Yoneda. Oh, I love how the theme kicks in. I wonder how they picked this font for this. Ichiro Ogami. Starting today, you will be transferred to the Flower Division of the Imperial Assault Troop. I always forget, for Sakura Wars, did the OVA or the game come first? My position as a politician doesn't allow me to talk about a military secret like the assault troop here and now. Its translation isn't quite as good as the Policenauts one, but the Policenauts one was like so good. For more information, you'll have to ask the officer in command, Lieutenant General Yoneda. Now go to Ueno Park. Don't make me regret recommending you for this position, whoa. Yes, sir, I'll be on my way immediately. Safety of the capital lies in your hands. Good luck. Yes, sir. The game came first, but it became a multimedia sensation in Japan. I think the OVA followed shortly after. Okay, that makes sense. Ah, what a wonderful day. The cherry blossoms are in full bloom. Now then, where is this meetup point? Maybe I should look around a bit more. Oh, I just want to meet a girl. Show me a female. Now that I think about it, that recent monster appearance also took place in this park. I heard a young girl got rid of the monster with only a sword. I was told someone from the Imperial Assault Troop would meet me here. I wonder how long he'll keep me waiting. There she is. Wait a second, that girl. She's coming this way. Yeah, I'm gonna rizz her up. I'm Ogami. Ahem, excuse me, but you are. This feels more like a fan teal than Policenauts. We were spoiled there. It was so good. It was so good. But honestly, like, just the fact that this is fan translated at all is great. From Lieutenant General Yoneda. I was told someone would meet me here, but who would have thought it would be a girl? A woman! Are you a member of the Imperial Assault Troop? Hi. The art in this game is really nice. This is Kosuke Fujishima, right? The Tales of guy, or one of the OG Tales of guys. I'm Imperial Navy Ensign Ichiro Ogami, but to be honest, I'm surprised that a young woman such as yourself is a squad member. Yeah, I was gonna say, anytime I see graphic text getting localized, I'm like, there was real effort put in here. Yeah, as long as it's understandable, we take those. Well, I'm really excited to play this. I'm glad it works and it looks really good. I was just messing around and then I was like, oh yeah, let me just like check out how this looks while I'm rambling about Final Fantasy XI. And then when the theme song started, I was like, now hold on. Hashire. He's about to be court-martialed for chauvinism. Slaps her boobs. Does that answer your question? All right. Well, I finished Policenauts, and I managed to spend more time of the stream rambling and randomly starting Sakura Wars than playing Policenauts. So mission accomplished. Mission accomplished. I didn't end the stream after 30 minutes. Yeah, clap for me. Saturn's not a console that excels at video, so consider me dazzled. Yeah, it looks really good. It looks really good. I'm actually really excited to play to play this. I did really enjoy the PS2 one, so I imagine I'll like this one too. But I'm gonna wrap it up so that I can get some good early sleep tonight. So I have to go get my hair cut tomorrow. But on Friday, I am gonna be starting Doom the Dark Ages on YouTube. I should probably make my waiting room for that. But on Friday, I'm gonna be starting Doom the Dark Ages, and I'm really excited. I'm really excited. Yeah, the Dank Ages. I'm really excited for more Doom. So yeah, I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys on Friday for Doom. Doom the Dank Ages. It whips from what I've seen. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm gonna stand and I'm gonna fight. I'm so jazzed. Looking forward to more Saturn goodness down the line. Me too. I have some other things on here I'm pretty excited to try out. Soccer Wars is probably the thing I'm most excited about. Because I've had kind of a hankering for like a Soccer Wars type game. But I got other stuff. I got other fan translations. Do you have the Lunar games? So I have both the Lunar games on PlayStation, not on Saturn. I did get the remaster though. That just came out. I have both Silver Star Story and Eternal Blue on PS1. But I think I'll probably wind up playing the remastered version. What else do I have on here? Oh, of course I have this. Falcom Classics. We got East. We got Dragon, or we got Xanadu, and we got Dragon Slayer. Dragon Slayer. Don't you boo hiss me. These are when Falcom was actually good. It's freaking Dragon Slayer on here. I don't want to hear it. Got Xanadu on here. This is the good shit. If only Dinosaur Resurrection was on here. He definitely doesn't mean the ports, he's just a hater. Saturn mode. Pray tell. Oh, this is not as fan translated as I was led to believe. Let's go! Maple's a Falcom enjoyer and I'm a hater. I'm an old school Falcom enjoyer. Let's be clear about that. I like everything Falcom did before a certain point, and I dislike everything they've done after a certain point. Let's see if I can get another banger anime OP. You are the fan. Translate. Was it Cold Steel? I bet it was Cold Steel. You're goddamn right it was Cold Steel. Oh, let's fucking go. Is this also Soccer Wars? Is this fan translated? Maybe. That Comic Sans is really giving something. I was just putting stuff on here and praying. It does say please enter your name. That was not my intention. Ego. No. No. What the heck? Oh. No. No. Boo. Oh, here we go. Boo. 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 My first name is Maple with 2 different writing styles. There we go. Maple, and my last name is Uru. Maple. Korone no Yome. Magic Knight Rayearth looking kind of different. Yes, I will proceed. I'm kidding, after all that struggle, I have to proceed. Yeah, you're damn right it was Cold Steel. Cold Steel's a travesty. Everything that came before it was pretty good. That was really the turning point for me. Wow, yeah, it is. It is fan translated. Transfer schools. I got so many Saturn classics to play. Thank you for standardizing the katakana. The mix and match was breaking my brain. We got so many options. I did have another game that I threw on here, but it doesn't appear to be working. I love my father and his luxurious hair and sharp shoulders. Yeah. I was trying to play this, but it does not seem to be working properly. Oh, maybe it just, the menus seem weird. What? Jeez. Oh, maybe it is working. This is the unofficial patch the devs made after the game released. Oh! I was just like, friends, what should I... Woohoo! I was like, what should I put on here? And they were like, put this on here. And then I was like, oh, maybe they gave me something broken. Yattane? I mean, the menus are basic intentionally, so it's mainly just the versus mode. Got it. Whoa. Hold on, I need to like find my buttons. Is there a training mode? Did I just like intentionally miss it on the... That's a jump. Whoa! Oh my god. Whoa! Whoa! Shit! Whoa! Woman! No! No! Nah! These girls got them yaoi grippers. So config mode, ranking, versus. Next, Kathy. I need to look up like what all the oh, I'm a cheerleader. Oops. Woohoo! Oh shit. Hold on, I'm getting cooked up. What do any of the characters do? Who knows? There we go. Ugh. Oh, she can like, what? She can throw her pom-poms. Can I actually hit them from behind if I get it behind them? I'm not sure how to do like specials. Or if there's a move list of any kind. The main plot of this game is all the clubs fighting for budget. Wait, that's really cute. I was gonna say, who wants to Oscar 120% money match? You stand to make a lot of money. All right. Well, now that I know that works. You stand to make a lot of money. You want to Oscar 120% money match. Alright, I'm gonna go sleepy for reals, but I will see you guys Friday on YouTube for Doom, the Dark Ages, which I'm super excited about. But yeah, Policenauts was really good. And I hope Ed goes and lives his best life, because he's a good boy and a good friend. Yeah, thank you guys so much for coming, and I'll see you Friday for Doom. And I hope you have a good rest of your night, or your morning, or your afternoon, or whatever it is, wherever you are. And oh, it's Subu! Hoo-hoo!